Mason Greenwood is getting frustrated over the lack of progress surrounding his Manchester United departure and has told Sir Jim Ratcliffe and other club chiefs when he wants to leave by, according to reports. Greenwood is currently in limbo, having finished his Getafe loan spell but in the knowledge that he will not play for Man United again. Luckily for Ratcliffe, the forward increased his transfer value while in Spain by registering 10 goals and 6 assists in 36 games for Getafe. Greenwood's fine form has led to talk of a huge move to Barcelona, Real Madrid or Atletico Madrid. But in recent days there have been far stronger links with the likes of Lazio and Marseille. Lazio have bid £17 million so far, as well as including a 50% sell-on clause, which is well below Man United's £30 million valuation. Lazio president Claudio Lotito knows that Ratcliffe wants to get Greenwood off Man United's books and reportedly does not think he will need to bid more than £17 million to strike a deal. But Marseille are getting closer to signing the Englishman and disrupting Lazio's plan. According to the Daily Mirror, Greenwood is now trying to take his future into his own hands. The winger, who can also shine at centre-forward, is growing impatient and has told Ratcliffe and other Man United officials that he wants his future to be finalised. Greenwood wants to join a new club in the next week, essentially telling Man United to speed up transfer talks with the likes of Lazio and Marseille. While Greenwood holds strong affection for the Red Devils, having come through their academy and made a name for himself there, he is well aware that he needs to restart his career elsewhere. Man United latest update on next Mason Greenwood move. A quick transfer would allow Greenwood to settle in a new city early on and allow him to join up with his prospective new teammates for pre-season. Of course, Greenwood cannot completely control his transfer, as Ratcliffe will want far more than Lazio's £17 million proposal before letting the 22-year-old depart. Greenwood's sale would both increase Man United's transfer funds and help their financial fair play situation. After all, Greenwood is an academy product and the money gained from his exit would therefore go down as pure profit on Man United's books. While Greenwood is pushing to leave Man United in the very near future, Erik ten Hag's squad could soon be bolstered by the arrivals of top Dutch targets Matthijs de Ligt and Joshua Zirkzee. Manchester United have quite the reputation when it comes to handing out lucrative contracts, but what are their previous highest paid players up to these days? The Red Devils haven't won the Premier League since Sir Alex Ferguson retired in 2013, but they've certainly handed out some lucrative contracts in the meantime. Using figures provided by Capology, we found Man United's highest paid player from every season since 2013-14 and have checked out where they all are today. Wayne Rooney. Earning a reported weekly wage of £180,000, Rooney was the club's joint highest paid player in 2013-14. Given his scoring record and years of service to the club, it's understandable that he was once their top earner. After taking up some punditry roles over the summer, Wazza has since thrown himself back into management and is set to take charge of Plymouth Argyle next season. His managerial record pales in comparison to his record as a player, but the 38-year-old still has time to make a success of his coaching career yet. Robin van Persie. Along with Rooney, Van Persie was also earning £180,000 per week in 2013-14 and was the club's top earner. His Old Trafford stint was short but sweet as he scored 58 goals in 3 seasons for the club. The Dutch forward called it quits on his playing career in 2019 and like Rooney, he's also gone into coaching in his post-playing career. After 4 years of working at Feyenoord as assistant manager, he recently joined fellow Dutch club Heerenveen as their new head coach. Radamel Falcao. The Colombian forward didn't pull up many trees during his loan spell in Manchester, but he was being paid a king's ransom for his services. Still technically on the books at Monaco during the time, Falcao was earning £285,000 per week in 2014-15 and was subsequently the highest earner at Old Trafford that season. Believe it or not, but aged 38 he's still playing to this day. After spending the last 3 seasons in Spain with Rayo Vallecano, he recently returned to Colombia and signed for Millonarios. Bastian Schweinsteiger. We can't quite believe it, but Schweinsteiger was reportedly the highest paid player at the club in both the 2015-16 and 2016-17 campaigns. Despite only making 18 league appearances during his 2 years at the club, the German midfielder was taking home a whopping weekly wage of £240,000. United fans never really got to see the best of Schweinsteiger, and the former Bayern Munich man has been critical of the way he was treated by the club. "I was very sad, because United was the second club of my heart," Schweinsteiger told The Overlap when discussing his second season at the club. "On my birthday, when I walked into United's training ground, Carrington, football director John Murtagh was there and said that I wasn't allowed to walk into the dressing room. The coach had said so. I had to ask him to bring me my cleats and training gear. I asked him who I was training with, and he said there was the under-16 team, so I went and trained with the under-16s." Since hanging up his boots, Schweinsteiger now works as an analyst for German television broadcaster ARD. Alexis Sanchez. The less said about his United stint, the better. Upon his arrival from Arsenal in 2017-18, Sanchez became the highest-paid player at the club, taking home £350,000 per week. It's fair to say that the transfer was a total disaster, and it wasn't long before the Chilean star was sent packing. Thankfully, he's managed to get himself back on track in recent years. Since leaving United, Sanchez has won 5 trophies, including 2 league titles with Inter Milan. As of writing, Sanchez is now a free agent after his contract with Inter recently came to an end. David de Gea. The Spanish goalkeeper became United's highest earner in 2019-20 when he signed a fresh deal with the club which was worth a staggering £375,000 per week. There can be no denying that De Gea once ranked as the best goalkeeper in the Premier League, but his drop-off in form did coincide around this time. Since leaving the club last summer, he's still yet to find himself a new club. Plenty of sides have registered an interest in the 33-year-old, but he's in no rush to commit to a new club. Cristiano Ronaldo. Upon his return to the club in 2021-22, Ronaldo was handed a highly lucrative contract, worth £515,000 per week, making him the highest-paid player in the club's entire history. While he scored plenty of goals in his first season back at Old Trafford, it didn't take long until he upset the apple cart and prematurely had his contract cancelled. He's now scoring goals for fun in Saudi Arabia for Al Nassr and is on an even more lucrative contract. As per Capology, he's currently earning £3.2 million per week, which makes him the highest-paid footballer on the planet. Casemiro. Upon Ronaldo's departure, Casemiro became the club's highest earner with a weekly salary of £350,000. He's been linked with an exit this summer but is still under contract with the club until 2026. For context, the 32-year-old is currently the third highest-paid player in the Premier League, with only Erling Haaland and Kevin De Bruyne currently earning more than him.